recording. Now remember, this is a recording, not a live stream. So oopsies are more likely to can be taken back.
Maybe.
Kinda, maybe. Preferably,
Maybe.
best if you didn't
If we're
do it.
like in the middle of a conversation and then someone says something, it's gonna be real awkward to edit that out.
Do you have a preference on song type?
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What are your thoughts on the matter at hand at the current moment?
Of like what just happened in the session.
More of like what we plan on doing. I mean, or you can say your thoughts on the session if you want to, but this is more of like this is more of what your thoughts at hand are. What's related to this? It's my bad.
Okay, so we're gonna work. This is a little pseudo flashback. So it's the night prior when Malcolm hands I guess Jess the book or Steph, not Jess. Oh my god, I said Jess. Steph the book, and it's a little bit after everyone falls asleep during that night.
Alright.
Do you want me to give you huh?
No, I was just typing this to kind of test it.
The Rish, did you say something?
I think LaRouche made a mouth noise.
Oh.
That or the mic cut him off.
Fair enough.
Oh, never mind my mouth noises. Ignore me.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was right. Awesome. Alright. I was right. Anyway. Josh, you continue.
So, Seven's, after everyone goes to sleep, Seven's gonna actually radio Captain Price.
Alright. You manage to thumb through the radio. You hear the bit of the static going, and then you hear, "Alright, what do you want?"
Captain, I need to meet you. I have something to discuss.
Where?
How about that pier where you got us that gear?
Sounds good.
Or I guess that pier. I guess somewhere. I forgot where that was actually.
You hear like an electric noise, and it turns off. It's like, sorry about that. It's my taser. I was practicing. Oh. But I'll be on my way. Fear not.
All right, I'll meet you there. Okay.
We cut to the pier, but it's at night, and awaits you is you and Captain Price. Nobody else you can see.
Right, before we go any further, I need a reminder. What was the name of that place again in fucking India that I kept getting when trying to research how to cure vampirism or like reverse it?
The place? No, forget the exact name, but I think you might be thinking of the term Golconda.
Golconda, yeah. So I guess that leads up to Seven. So when Captain Price comes up, he's going to I'll say inherently how do I say this? He's going to be a little weird. Right?
Alright.
And Seven's just gonna pose the question. Captain, have you ever done something for someone you love?
Once before. But oh, I know that tone. I know those words. They mean trouble. What is on your mind?
Let's say someone close to me is in a bit of trouble, and I need a way to save them.
Right.
Now, I'm asking a lot here. So, if you have anything you need me to do as a favor, I'm willing to do it. But I need at least someone with your connections help on this.
There's one favor, but it's gonna be a couple maybe a couple months off. However, in the meantime, I'll do something for you.
All right. Well, there's a whole civil war going on here in New York. It's a bunch of those creatures we were talking about and fought.
So that's what it is. I had some interrogations, but I couldn't get a clear answer. Some said it was gang violence. Others pointed to a greater war of sorts. But so I take it that's the answer.
Yeah. And Seven's going to go ahead and just kind of like drop this a little bit for Price. He's gonna kind of like say fuck it and just kind of drop the shit. He's gonna take a moment. So we were able to take down a pretty big figure the other night, or I guess tonight.
Right, Langstrom fella.
But I assume you know, like anyone, considering you're a military man, what happens when you take out a powerful leader in an organization.
Power vacuum.
Exactly. So right now, that shit's causing an entire Oh, Nora left. I think Nora just disconnected. It's fine. Anyways, there's a power vacuum now in New York. There's a civil war going on. Now, since Seven doesn't know this because it took place prior to Seven getting the information, I don't know how possible it's going to be. But there is certainly, I guess you could call, well, I wouldn't say a raid, but let's say a stealthy extraction of information from a location.
Yeah.
Now, let's say, I don't know much of the details, but I'm hoping that maybe you could come in with some connections and try to help with that. Now, I'll try to find some information on my own time. But this is something I won't really get into it because it's, personal matters, but let's just say that I need to do this soon, or else I might lose her forever.
I'll help the best I can, but there's one place that I think would probably assist you further in any supernatural means.
In that case, point me in the way.
It's downtown New York. It posed as a flower shop, but I've done some surveillance. I know that there's an upstairs that's supposed to be employee only. It's a hotbed of activity, I've noticed. There's also rumors of crossbows. And from what I've seen and observed, the people seem rather strangely armed. I did manage to get a blood sample off of one. It didn't seem too tainted. So, there might be people who are experienced in things of the supernatural persuasion. Another thing that could also help is it really depends on where you're going, or who owns where you're going after. They're like Langstrom, and they're the biters. there's been I noticed someone that has some higher access that's a little bit reckless. Been the source of some gang violence down in Brooklyn. I was looking into him a little bit, but my main research was Langstrom, so I didn't have time to really look into him. Those are my leads. As for me, I could supply you with additional tools, weapons, and whatnot, and that'll be my end of the bargain. Is there anything else you would need, or anything else? Anything specific?
Not currently, but I'll keep you updated.
Sounds good. I think I managed to secure not a look-alike, but someone who worked for Langstrom. I'm currently working him for all the information he got. Thankfully, he ain't going nowhere, so I don't have to worry about having to go back or hurrying back.
Fair enough. All right.
Is there anything else, soldier?
If there is anything else, I'll call you up. The most I could say is probably keep an eye out for me, or I guess an ear.
I'll do the very best I can, so take care.
You too, Captain. Remember, I owe you for this.
You do. He walks off.
So, all right. So, Seven's actually going to do something a little weird.
All right.
He's going to try to actually get in contact with Shadow Justice.
You call upon. You still have one thing you remembered while you met with him is I'll say you thought of this ahead of time and you have the signal on you.
Mm-hmm.
You see the giant mass of muscle and spandex climbing off of rooftops and landing on the ground nearby. Where are the others?
This is a solo affair for right now. Personal business.
I see.
I got done talking to someone I know. Mention a guy in Brooklyn. Do you have any guys that are on your list there?
One. He's elusive, but loud. You see, he's well, there's a couple leads. One of them's a thief who steals various things, and the other is a elusive type of figure. He's loud, he's rude, but no matter what kind of camera I use, I can never get a clear image of him. And he's one of the few types of night walkers who actually doesn't show up on the mirrors.
Just to make sure, this isn't like fucking man in green suit, is it?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
He's one of the few vampires. I did see him drink blood before. There was one time I tried to stop him from killing somebody, but someone beat me to him. They got into a tussle with him and managed to stake him. Before I could go in to secure him, I forget exactly what happened. I was either ambushed by someone or someone else needed my help. Regardless, when I came back, the body was completely gone. And recently, especially for the last night, I've been hearing news reports of someone similar to him popping up various bars.
Oh. Listen, I know this probably is a lot to ask, but do you mind helping me track the guy down tonight? I kind of need some information.
Well, lucky for you, I've been trying to track him down. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can get a good grip on him tonight, but I'm thinking maybe either tomorrow night, I might be able to pinpoint a location.
Would it be possible for Seven to almost? Well, I guess like, because I'm wondering, like, could theoretically, AC as this DM, is it theoretically possible that if Seven just went there tonight, there could be a possibility he just finds him tonight?
You could see him, but I will say it'll be impossible to bring harm upon him. Or to steal anything from him. There might be a chance you can look at him and go, oh shit, that's the guy.
Okay then. Seven's gonna think about some things, but he's gonna come back and say, like, okay, how about this? How about I help you do some reconnaissance tonight?
Sounds good. I can use more eyes. He hands you a newspaper. Look, it's like a bar fight instigated by a security member. I'm thinking this security guy who started a bar fight was a servant of his. I've been meaning to look in this part of Brooklyn, but I've been busy with the other parts and other leads. Figured you might be able to take a look.
In that case, I will. So it's just gonna pocket that newspaper he handed him.
And as you do find like a bar. The name of the bar is like is a strange name. I'll just say like the Crying Iguana as like a placeholder. Do you like?
I assume I'm gonna keep like some kind of easy contact with Shadow Justice while doing this.
Yeah. So,
right, arrive to the bar.
You're at the bar.
Seven's simply just gonna enter the bar.
You enter. There seems to be somebody cleaning up like a broken glass, and you see like some of the customers look a bit shaken, but the bartender's just kind of like almost like grizzled up and kind of almost feels cynical and used to the violence.
Hello?
Hey there.
Welcome to... what happened here?
Bar fight. Somebody's security guard got uppity.
What would I need to roll to tell if he's lying or not?
Oh, to tell if he is lying? Diff 3, that would be wits plus insight. Diff 3.
What's insight? Do I have any insight? Oh, I have 0 insight. What's the difficulty?
3.
It is theoretically possible because I have 3 wits, so I could try.
You can try.
Do I want to use a willpower? I'm going to use a willpower for that.
Alrighty, let's peek.
Okay. Unfortunately, it seems that I have still failed it.
Damn. You can't tell if he's lying, but you have a hunch that he probably isn't. Though you feel like he is kind of making an assumption more than anything.
Mind telling me who they were? Don't want to, accidentally bump into them in the night.
I don't know their names offhand, kid, unfortunately. But, I haven't seen them in a while. It seemed like some mob connection type thing. Black suit. Black suits and all that. The man that they were guarding seemed to have glasses and whatnot. And, slick back hair.
Is his suit green, perhaps? The guy they were protecting?
No. Suit was also black.
Huh. Yeah, the mess to clean up. I guess I'll go ahead and skip the drink for tonight then.
Alright.
Make sure to come by and visit it sometime soon, though. You have a good one.
You too.
What would Seven need to roll in order to tell? Just take a moment to like draw in like the scenery before he leaves.
That's like wits plus awareness, diff 2.
Oh, okay.
I'll say diff 2 because like just like a bit of a last minute scenery kind of thing. Then after that roll.
And that is a success.
You see the scenery. It's a old like kind of bar, dim lights, the old-fashioned wood setup. There's some cracks in the floor though, broken bottles. Some wet spots where they were cleaning around the broken glass. Can't tell if it's wine or blood because of the chemicals that have been used to clean it, whatnot. You do smell a strong cleaning chemical smell though, mixed with the smell of alcohol. And that's like the scenery you kind of get the vibe of.
So it's actually gonna stop before leaving. Actually, there are other people in here, right?
Right. There's actually a couple. Do you want me to describe them to you?
Yes.
Two of them are like just your run-of-the-mill people, but they look very paranoid, on the edge of their seat. Not paranoid, but like they look like they've seen some shit. And the other is this like old bald guy who just looks a little tired.
Seven's actually gonna stop himself from leaving. And he's probably going to approach the people who were shaken up a little bit.
Who are you?
Hi, no, listen, I wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions real quick.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
What would I need to roll in order to lie?
Manipulation plus subterfuge. Difficulty depending on the lie you want to tell them.
Hey, well, I'm kind of writing a report for my local town about this place, and I wanted to see if I can ask you guys about some of the stuff going down here.
Oh, local out of place local reporter, diff 3.
That is completely doable.
If you said you're like a cop or an investigator, I would have made the number higher.
actually, damn, those are good roll.
All right. Oh, reporter from an out-of-town local newspaper. All right. It'd be nice to see some justice come down to what happened here tonight. The guy takes another drink from his glass. There was a bar fight here, but it was a little rougher than what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I expected broken bottles and, like, punches, but, like, I think the one guy stabbed, like, the security guard guy, and the security guard, like, tanked the stab, and he bludgeoned him with his fists. Teeth went everywhere.
And, like, this guy, like, punched his teeth out?
Some of them, yeah. There's this bunch. I had to get a different cup and a different drink because one of the teeth fell right in. It was his it was one of his front teeth. No, it was his canine. It was. I'm not gonna forget that sight anytime soon.
Can you tell me what his canine looked like?
It was the guy that got punched. It was like a normal canine.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I noticed you said the guy who got punched. Are you saying you saw the canines of the other guy?
I saw a bit of the teeth. They were kind of normal, but I point out the teeth of the guy that got punched because they're the thing that fell in my drink.
Fair point.
If you're pointing out teeth, I guess this is a bit of a weird detail, but I noticed I never really caught a glimpse of the teeth of the guy that the security guard was guarding.
Fair point. I only bring it up because I've interviewed a lot of people and they bring up wacky stuff about teeth sometimes.
Oh, huh. Kind of funny. Guess there is more merit to me remembering the details of that. Oh, and I guess one more thing is, I don't know. They seem the vibes seem very odd on them. I wouldn't be shocked if they were mob connected.
Have you heard anything else about them? Like, are they usuals around here? Do they get spotted frequently anywhere?
I've heard someone just matching the guy in the back before I came to this restaurant, like, I want to say, like, a month ago, but I wasn't here, but, I was here, and he was acting a bit abrasive, and, bodyguard took him out back and whatnot, and I haven't heard from either of them since, but I did see the man return here.
So where did the other guy who got hit go? Again?
Hospital on a stretcher.
Hospital? All right. By bludgeoning, like how much, like, is it gonna? I guess to not drag up some unpleasant memories of what happened, but like what's the damage we're looking at?
He'll survive, but it'll be rather expensive. It did not look like it'd be a cheap injury to recover from.
So, not simple bruising.
Nope.
Alright. Anything else that stands out to you about what happened tonight?
No, I'm trying to recall, but that's really it.
Alright, well, appreciate you answering a few of my questions.
Thank you for your time. I hope that lunatic gets brought to justice.
I hope so too. Maybe it might happen, but maybe I have to. Let's just hope they don't find me threaten me.
Yeah, you can't be too careful around these parts.
Seven is then going to get up and go to the older man now. Say, I asked them about what happened. Do you mind sharing anything you want to share, old timer?
No, I don't think I will. He takes a drink from his glass.
Would Seven? would it be? I guess would it be wits and awareness to check if Seven can tell if this guy knows more than he's probably leading on?
Wits, technically wits plus insight.
Insight. Shit. I guess we'll have to wait for that, and I guess Seven will just prod him and say yeah, you sure? I can.
I think you're good.
How pissed does he seem for me asking again?
He's not he's only a little pissed. He's just more tired.
All right, old timer. I'll leave you alone then. Looks like you had a busy work day today.
Yeah. Take care, kid.
Thanks.
He takes another drink from his glass.
Before I go... You wouldn't happen to, seen a girl around you, have you?
I've seen plenty of them. Why you ask?
Long black hair, frizzy green coat, striped scarf.
Funny enough, I did. It's found, man, I think it was in, back up in the city. You know, the big one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help but feel like the green coats are in this season. I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, well, you're not far off from that. But I usually like to stand out a bit with my blue one.
I usually like to get navy blue. Helps me, blend in. Doesn't stand out that much. Pretty simple, too.
It is a good color. Well, I'll get you out. I'll get out of your hair.
Yeah, see ya.
Seven just waves by and then leaves the bar. Okay, so is there anything outside of the bar that might be that Seven could probably see?
Diff 4 wits plus awareness if you want to find a piece of evidence.
Alright, let me roll that. You know, I think I will use a willpower for that. Right, there we go.
You look everywhere and you can't. And at first you can't find anything, but you bump into something. You see a molar tooth on the ground. Upon further inspection, there seems to be a metal filling on the inside.
Does this have a trail leading anywhere?
There is a blood trail. There's a tiny bit of blood that points to a parking spot that is currently empty.
Huh. All right. Then Is there any locals nearby that Seven could probably ask something?
Well, this time of night, you don't see anybody. You just see cars kind of go by. And nobody really on the sidewalk at the current moment. The orange hue of street lights. And nobody really nobody's illuminated by it.
Alright, so Seven's gonna find a nice location where it's a bit more out of the way and out of view. And he's gonna radio into Shadow Justice and relay the information he got from looking into that area and what the witnesses said.
Shadow Justice will ask a strange question. You still have the tooth?
Seven's gonna go real quick, run over, grab it, and then run back. Would that be a check?
Nah. At most, probably like Dex plus Athletics, diff like 3.
All right. Let's see. Oh wow, it's a crit. I got 3 10s. Sorry, 4 what? I got 4 10s? That's crazy.
You sprint like nobody's business, as fast as anyone's ever run, and you pick up that tooth, and you do see somebody turn around, but you manage to run back before she saw you.
She? Who is she?
Your stalker.
Oh!
And you grab that shit and you run back before she could turn around.
I got it now.
Good. Tell me a location I can meet you at. I'll collect the tooth. I'll see if I can analyze it.
Someone's gonna give him the coordinates and street name. Although be careful, because let's say there's a very nosy lady here.
Alright, I have an idea. I'll meet you there, discreetly.
Alright.
You see, would you say you're nearby a sewer grate at the moment?
You know what? Sure, because it would be near an alley. Wouldn't it be?
You see the sewer grate kind of slide open a bit, and as you turn to face it, a hand reaches out, and Shadow Justice comes climbing out.
Oh,
and you
kind of got spooked there a bit. He's like, oh,
you see in his offhand, he has like the crushed remains of a living camera, and he drops in the sewer hole, and he closes the grate. There was a stray on the way here. I had to take care of it.
Yeah. Odd. Wonder if they're still transmitting anything to anyone.
Probably not. Figured I'd put it out of its misery.
Fair point. Seven's just gonna hand him the molar.
You hand him the molar. And he looks at it, and he pockets it. He's like, I can analyze this back in the computer.
All right, fair enough. Got any more leads down here?
I do have a lead. It's a mysterious man. Apparently he had he's moving bases. Still in Brooklyn though, but originally his base was in a warehouse in Brooklyn. Not too far from the one that we took care of. He moved for reasons. I'm going to assume most likely because of what we did. Probably thought he was next. But from everything I've heard, I think he's still in the area.
Hmm. guess I'll go check that out then.
The original warehouse location's a strange one. It's what many people here weirdly call the Batcave.
The Batcave?
It's a warehouse. Don't ask me how it accumulated that name. Most likely due to the empty nature of it.
Oh, alright then. Do you have a map or something I can look at?
You hear the sound of paper crinkling. And he hands you a piece of paper with the marker red circle on it.
Alright, thanks. I'll head over there now.
You head over to the Batcave. It's this empty, abandoned warehouse. But as you look, you see that it feels like everything's been, like, abandoned. You do, however, see drops of blood on the ground near a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
You also see covered in completely dirt a Glock 19 with no ammo in it that had been discarded here.
Oh fuck, how is Seven gonna collect that? Oh, you know what Seven's gonna do? He's gonna take off his beanie and he's gonna try to get it. Well, actually no, he's gonna not the beanie because it's gonna leave hair stuff on it. Fuck.
If you do a diff 2 streetwise plus intel, I can give you an idea. Or plus wits.
Wits plus streetwise?
Yeah, diff 2, and I can give you an idea of what to do.
Okay, I'll try that. And it looks like I most likely succeeded.
You can think of a couple options. There's a plastic bag nearby you can pick it up with, but if you don't want to use the bag, you can also try picking it up with your coat in your hand, like your coat, like putting your hand in your coat pocket and try picking it up, or you can use the plastic bag.
I'm going to try. Well, can I look at the bag real quick? See if there's anything up with it?
You can, and I won't even give you a check on this one. You see that the bag doesn't have any holes in it. It is very dirty, though. And there's an empty spray can inside of it.
I'm gonna go with the jacket.
You pick it up with the jacket. It's a little difficult at first, but now you have the empty Glock 19. A discarded pistol.
Alright, question about the morph scope that I have on my revolver. Is it like... Does it have, like, variable zoom on it, or is that just, like...
I think that I forget. I think... Is a zoom is the exact same?
Okay. Seven's gonna try to kind of survey the area of the warehouse of the Batcave.
You examine, you observe.
Would I need to roll anything?
Actually, you can roll two things. It depends on what you're looking for. Wits plus awareness, diff 5 to do a general stakeout. But if you want to narrow it down to more supernatural things, you do a diff 4, wits plus occult.
Diff 4?
Wits plus occult, diff 4, or diff 5 plus wits plus awareness?
I could theoretically land the wits and occult, but that's like... I'll roll all of them. You know, I feel like gambling, why not?
Let's go gambling. Let's get a different...
I'm simply going to use a willpower for that.
Kind of fun thing about World of Darkness stuff and like this one is knowing the difficulty.
Unfortunately, I do not succeed.
2. You know, you can't find anything. It is very dark, and you try to find as much evidence as you can, but unfortunately, you can't find anything that connects the dots.
How about fucking? In that case, do I see? I guess like, could I do the awareness now?
You can.
It's diff 5, correct?
Right.
Here, let me go ahead and get the proper dice. Alright, there we go. Said it was a diff 5, right?
Yeah.
And I just need it.
You try to look all around for something, and eventually you do find various scratch marks. But you also find, you find some spray paint on the wall. And a lot of it looks vaguely like symbols you've seen associated with various vampires. A lot of it is like a bunch of random other stuff, though. Names of people that were here. Names of people in love, spray painted letters. All sorts of odd shapes and designs. But you recognize some of them. And one of which seems to be a vampire clan of some type. But you forget the exact way to narrow it down.
I probably should have asked Shadow Justice for more equipment. But you know what? I'll radio Shadow Justice a bit, and I'm gonna try to get him the gun.
You
and I'm gonna ask him for some stuff.
As you do, you describe the weird crown-like symbol that you find on the wall. One that you remember associating with a sect of vampires, but you can't quite remember which group. Not you yet. And yeah, this is it, and you relay everything else.
All right. So that's pretty much everything. You should probably come here and pick up the gun real quick. So in case my jacket doesn't get anything else, but give me a location to meet.
Trying to think of a place nearby. There's an alleyway nearby the warehouse. It's out of sight. I'll meet you there.
All right. Seven's going to stealthily go over there.
You see Shadow Justice do a superhero landing behind you. All right. Ooh.
Here's the gun I found.
He puts it in a bag, like a Ziploc bag, and he's like, "I'll be able to analyze this back at the cave like the molar." Is there anything else that seemed odd?
Well, besides the descriptions and stuff like that, and nothing else. I mean, like, it was kind of weirdly burnt. Not burnt, but in the ground. I'm gonna try to go back there again and try to look for more information.
Sounds good.
I gotta ask, do you have any equipment I could probably use to scope it out a bit better?
He reaches for a camera. He's like, I have a camera and a black light.
I'll take both.
Ew. He hands you the strange camera and he hands you the black light.
Alright then, I'm gonna go ahead and head back there and see if I can find anything else.
You do. You go back there after saying goodbye and whatnot, and you investigate, and you find a ring, like a key ring, and attached to it is a pair of keys. A lot of them seem like for, like, you know, car keys and modern doors, but one of them seems like a weirdly, like, almost comedically ancient key.
Seven's going to attempt to steal that ancient key off the key ring, if that's possible.
You can. That's like I'd say like a difficulty, like, at most is difficulty 2, like, deck. Wrong song. We're not using you just yet. Let's see here. Larceny, plus dexterity. Difficulty 2.
Where's larceny?
It's a skill. It is in.
There it is. I found it. It's dexterity plus that, right?
Yeah, diff 2.
Diff 2? Okay, that's possible. And I did it.
And you have obtained ancient key. Not ancient key. You obtained mysterious key. There's strange markings on it. Can't quite decipher it at the moment, though.
Someone's going to pocket that. Is there anything else I can snoop around and find while I'm here?
Other than that, everything seems to be empty in this building.
Alright. You said I found a... Oh yeah, it was a key ring. That was it.
Yeah, it was a key ring with a bunch of other keys, but you've taken the mysterious key.
You know what?
What?
On second thought, I'm just gonna take the entire key ring.
You take the entire key ring. You now have several mysterious keys.
All right, I'm gonna separate them from the ancient key though.
So we have ancient key and set of mysterious keys. You recognize that there is a let me say if you do a drive check, wait, let's see, is drive a skill? I forgot.
Drive is a skill. What would it be? The attribute in skill.
Driving plus intelligence, difficulty 3 to realize I would say difficulty 4 to realize, like, the brand of car that one of the keys belongs to. Difficulty 5 to get the exact model.
Okay, so 4 to even know the car type.
Yeah.
But you get the exact one. All right, I won't be able to get 5 unless I get a crit. Nope, I failed that one.
Is it,
7 is not that familiar with cars.
You're not that familiar. You're not that familiar with cars. And you don't exactly recognize this one. But you have a feeling that this key belongs to quite the car. It doesn't feel like it belongs to something cheap.
Someone's gonna also flash the black light on both the ring key and the ancient key.
There are fingerprints on it that are not yours.
Right, got it. Gonna leave these keys with not my fingerprint on them.
There are various other keys. There are various other keys, but if you wanted to deduce what they belong to, it would be larceny instead of driving.
Plus what? Oh, plus
either wits or intelligence.
It would be a difficulty what?
It would be a 5. If you want to make that roll.
It's possible if I get crits. So I only have 3 dice, but we'll see if I get enough crits. I'm willing to try.
All right, let's go gambling.
Fuck, this is actually hard. Now I have to decide whether or not I want to use my second to last willpower for this. You know, yeah, I'll use my second to last willpower for this. You said difficulty 5, right?
Right. I did.
Okay, never mind. There's no way I'm passing that. Yeah, actually.
You try to figure out where the keys belong to. You have vague ideas, but you have theories. Like maybe apartments or houses. Maybe even a glove box somewhere. But you can't really figure out their exact purposes or where they're not only exactly what they belong to, but you can't figure out an approximate location. You
okay. I was gonna say Seven's gonna go ahead and like snap pictures of like the weird occult symbols that he's seeing on the wall. Would that be like a stealth check, maybe?
No, you can just take the picture.
All right, he's gonna do that.
You now have the occult symbol in your camera. In this camera. The check would be looking at the photo and trying to recognize what it is.
7 probably doesn't know what it's going to be. 7's gonna just take a few more pictures of the general area currently. So I think that's pretty much all 7 can do from here now. Unless, like... Nah, he doesn't have investigation, so he can't really investigate. He can only see if there's something up. Alright, so 7's probably going to have to... With that, he's probably going to ditch out, and he's going to radio to Shadow Justice that he surveyed the area and got photos of the scene. Also found the keys.
Understood. I want to hold on. We might want to investigate those keys back in the cave.
Alright, fair point.
Don't warn you though, it's all the way back. It might be a longer drive. It is back to Manhattan, Brooklyn.
Anything else you want me to do here before I head back?
I wish I could say. I wish I could think of something, but no. I think we did everything we could over here.
Alright, how about this? I'm gonna take a lap around the town real well. I guess, like, would it be possible to take a lap around the town to see if there's anything around before he gets to a set location I need to meet him at?
You can. That's like a... And you do that, but you can't see... As much as you try, you can't really, like, find anything too of note, unfortunately.
Alright, then.
So, he asks you to meet you somewhere in Brooklyn so he can drive you in the Shadowmobile back to, his base of operations.
Wait, did I ever blacklight the general ground around that area?
Oh wait, I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. I guess before 7 leaves to go do that, he's gonna kind of quickly survey with a black light real quick.
There are various liquids and splotches everywhere.
Alright. Noted.
There are bodily fluids that you pick up. I'll give you that.
Ugh.
Could be blood. Could be blood. Could be semen.
Could be cum.
You meet up at the Shadowmobile, you get in, drive to Manhattan. It is rather late, but you make it back to the Shadow Cave. Shadow Justice puts various things in the computers and whatnot, and microscopes to analyze the molar. With the molar, he gets 5 guesses of the most likely candidate it belongs to. None of them are names you recognize. Though out of the 5, 2 of them live in the Brooklyn area. 2 of them are from Queens, and 1 of them is from all the way in Washington, D.C.
Oh. Washington, D.C. Fuck.
Most likely, it's one of the 2 in Brooklyn.
Fair point. Seems most likely.
As for the gun, I examined the fingerprints, and I haven't gotten an exact match, but I also found a couple matches. He pulls up a screen. 20 people show up. There's like a bunch of people show up. Let me narrow it down to Brooklyn. He hits a button, and it goes from like 50 to like 18. And he's like, and then he types something. He's like, with a criminal record, and it narrows down to 5. Recent crimes, and it narrows down to 1. All right, that's the most recent one. But if let's just say it'll have to be up to around 5 of them if we wanna. If they didn't get, I would say 4 of them is likely if this didn't get reported, but it's this one if they did get reported. I'll say that right, the names of the name of the one that had crimes recently. I'll just come up with one on the spot. John Rufford. The other ones have various other names, whatnot. One of which is seems to be so one of which is Frederick Anderson, which seems to have a recent. One of the few that had recent mob connections, but John Rufford was the one who got in trouble in the last 2 days. It would have. So, the theory is it's Frederick if this person didn't get caught afterwards, but if they did get caught, it's Sean. And that's who it's been there. That's who the security goon who punched. That's the guy who got punched. Actually, no, never mind. That's the guy who owns the gun. That was my mistake. I got mixed up.
Alright then, 7?
There you go.
Someone's gonna write down this information so he can pass it on to some people.
And he's like, did you take any photos with the camera?
I did, and I'll give him the camera and I'll show. I took some general shots of the area, also took shots of all the various occult symbols I saw on there.
He looks at it. It's a vampire symbol. I wish for the life of me I knew which one, but I've only seen this symbol before when dealing with vampires.
I might know a guy who knows what it is.
You should ask him then. Yeah,
so I assume the amount of time Seven spent here, it's almost around like it's getting pretty like early.
Yeah, it's getting pretty early.
Seven's gonna do one more stop before heading back to the bus to kind of sync up a bit.
And where would that be?
He's going to radio Captain Price and tell him he has some names and stuff to give him to investigate.
Right, on it. I'm gonna have to go off books for this one. Once more.
This one. Yeah, this is names I was given, and they seem most likely to be connected to whatever the fuck I was looking into.
Alright, I'm gonna do this one off the books. I'm going dark.
Be careful on this one too. These guys are fucking. Let's say I took a black light to wherever I just went in this warehouse called the Bat Cave. A lot of stuff there. Don't know if they're kind of gnarly down there, so keep your distance and keep safe.
Alright, thanks for the advice, soldier.
Good luck, Captain.
Signing off.
Seven's going to be making his way back to the bus.
You make your way back to the bus. You open the door, and you notice that everybody's arguing about something. They're yelling about... You hear 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 7 a.m. throwing around, and they're arguing about donuts.
Seven's going to... is Smith on the bus? I forget.
Smith...
Or not Smith. What's the vampire's name again? It's Smith, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Smith.
Yeah, he's going to... the one who fed on him. Right? Or fed on Seven that one night. Seven's going to... Because Seven's going to write a note, and he's going to, with the symbol, and he's going to pass it to Smith.
You pass it to the compartment Smith's at.
Yeah, and it's just going to say, it's going to be the symbol, and it's like, do you know who this belongs to?
Yeah, you write down the crown symbol with the crosses and everything. You send it right down the chute, and you await for a response. And then the rest of session 31 plays out, unless you have one more thing you gotta do.
I guess like there is the off bit that Seven goes off on his own real quick. So Seven's gonna kind of splinter from the group. Now, luckily, since I made the roll and I rolled pretty successfully, Seven's going to be investigating and asking around some various things about like the archive and such, and then he's going to get that information from there.
You hear?
Is there any kind of like a lead off or maybe connection you want to do with Seven getting that info related to maybe the gunshot?
Alright, so as you're getting the information on the library, on the archives, you do also hear about the books that went missing from a various library. And after like going deep in there, you kind of come to the realization that wherever they're being stolen to, they're being brought to the archives. And
okay, so yeah, they're being taken and brought to the archives. That's a piece of information. I don't even think the other team knows that, did they?
No. So these books that went missing at the library, that's your paper trail. And you follow this trail, and you're gonna get that information.
All right. Would Seven eventually hear about the gunshot?
You walk around after getting this information. You're walking around outside, trying to like see if you can get any more rumors, and then you yourself are approached by somebody, and he walks up. He's like, "You're asking about the archives, right?" He has his white shirt, jeans, has like a gun in a holster. He doesn't look like a vampire. Also, it's daylight.
Who's asking?
I'm looking into some stuff too. I see. I remember hearing at the archives that they can. There's rumors of a vampire conspiracy, and I think a vampire may have killed my one of my coworkers. And they after looking at his computer, I found talks at this archive underneath. I think it was underneath Empire State. It was somewhere in the sewers. But there was a keyhole in there. Anyway, I know you're asking around, but I really hope that I can help you. Bang! The bullet goes. You hear a gunshot, and And as the gunshot goes... Hang on, let me get a tense track. Real quick. As the bullet goes through, he falls to the ground. Dead.
Could I roll something to see if I could figure out where that shot came from?
Wits plus awareness. Difficulty 4 to figure out the origins of it. Or you could use firearms instead of awareness if you want to use your gun knowledge to locate this.
I will use my firearms. Wits plus firearms.
This will be...
What was this again?
4.
Oh, yep, I'm gonna use my second to last willpower for that. Oh.
You look up.
Yeah.
And you see up on the skyscraper a familiar face. It's very high up, so you can barely see the details, but you recognize the trench coat and the baseball cap. And you realize that the sniper resembles Gunshop. You see him smiling before he slowly walks, before he puts his gun back into his duffel bag and heads towards the exit on the rooftop.
Seven's going to grab the guy in a way of pretending to like, oh no, is he okay?
You gotta
but it's mainly to kind of like check if he has anything on him.
You find 2 like pieces of paper. One of which is a letter, and the other is an entirely blank piece of paper and a pen.
Seventh's going to pocket that and kind of well, this might contradict his low profile thing, but he's going... Was this in like an open side street, or is this like in an alley?
Open sidewalk.
So people are seeing this.
People are running away and panicking.
Seven's going to hang around the guy and scream for help.
As you do, and after you get like you're only able to get the note with writing on it, but the empty paper falls and hits the ground, and you see 2 cops running towards it. It's like, we got this from here. Stay back.
Shit. All right.
You walk back, and
can I like stealthily pick up that paper that dropped as well?
What
difficulty would that be to roll? What roll would that be?
Stealth plus wait, are those both action? No, Dex plus stealth, difficulty 6.
Alright.
To pick up the bloody blank piece of paper.
Bloody blank piece of paper.
Yeah, I will note you didn't see anything on it. You did grab the one with shit on it for free.
I'll go ahead and roll to get it anyway. It said difficulty 6, right?
Right.
I will use my last remaining willpower this session to fucking win this one. I might have just missed it.
You go to pick up the piece of paper, You thankfully have the one with writing on it, but unfortunately you can't grab the blank piece of paper, and you must withdraw from the scene. However, as you withdraw, you see a crowd form behind you. So it's easy to kind of slip away from the scene. But as you do, you think you hear familiar voices behind you near that crime scene as you're hiding away.
Oh, it's the others?
It's the others. But anytime you try to reconvene with them, the crowd is moving very intensely. So, in order to you kind of have to move away from them just to get a breather before you can really reconnect with them.
That's I guess that's where we can call it.
And that's what we'll call it.
Alright, there we go. Side episode 7 happened. It's really funny that this one was way more serious than the other.
It's funny, it's like you would think the tone was vice versa, but no, it swapped. The side episode's the real dead serious one.
It's very funny because it involved a lot of the gag characters we have.
Like Captain Price, Shadow Justice, and it's like, nah, that's played completely straight. The Shadow Cave and the Shadow Mobile played completely straight.
That is very funny.
Also, testing the new taser and him going dark. It's like, I get to bring the elements of torture in.
Oh, God.
But, yeah. Overall, I thought it would be cool if I could have you see that the fucking recontextualize the gunshots where he shot that guy. From your perspective, so you get an entirely new view on it.
Wait, so they saw a guy in the crowd take a shot.
That was right after this. What they saw at first was they saw a dead guy, white t-shirt and jeans with a gun holster, dead on the ground with a piece of paper coming out of his pocket and a pool of his own blood, and people running away from that. They ran towards the source of the gunshot. They ran towards the noise of the gunshot, and somebody from the crowd pulled a gun on them, and they had to dodge that. So that was the second gunfire.
Oh, okay.
So there was two gunshots, and you directly saw the first one, where they only directly saw the second one. So they just saw a rando just dead in his own blood. You got a bit of context of who that rando was, and you saw them get shot.
Oh, shit. Okay, that was pretty good. That was a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good bit. That's a good bit. That was really good. There you go. Episode 7 complete. For now. Until I do more shady stuff off the record.
It would be funny if I did the thumbnail for this and I illustrated it with the black and white and orange color scheme that the rule book has.
That would be cool, actually. Oh no, good stuff. Good stuff, AC. That was good. Good session.
Thank you.
Good off the beat just role play, by the way. Because this was all off the cuff, I imagine.
Oh, a lot of this was just improv. If you notice what I was going off of, I wrote down what I was going off of.
Yeah, a little bit. I could see it. But yeah, no, it was like probably a good time to ask about that cult shit.
Yeah. I guess it's even the funniest little bit character was played dead serious, and I would say the funniest thing about this episode is, haha, that old guy kind of looks and kind of sounds like AC's Mike Ehrmantraut. Like that's the That's the only real comedic moment is the ha. But even he's played completely seriously.
That was good. That was good improv. Holy shit, that was good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Gives you a new perspective. Also, I don't know what it is, but there's something about it being later where I feel like, all right, I got a little bit of like the goofy out of me. I feel like that my storytelling is gonna be a little bit more serious starting right now.
Mm-hmm. No, you nailed it.
Yeah, thank you. Also, this is the power of having the wiki open, so I can look at all the attributes, skills, so I can tell you what does what. Oh yeah, that was Hunter the Road Trip side episode, side 7 episode.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that is
done pretty fast.
hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, hour and 20 minutes. Sub 30. Not even 2 hours. Less than an episode.
Yeah, but that's the that was Hunter the Road Trip side. Do you have anything else you want to say on camera?
I will say. Well, I could say this because no one's here. I will say that there's one thing that I am going to say is that Seven's love interest I ever designed, and I have to send you that. I'm going to make the call that she probably heard of the shit going down and has most likely left town.
I see. Uh, Also, yeah. Funny enough, um, I will say the most I will say here ahead of time was for this bonus New York segment with Gunshop. I decided to use bits of set pieces from a scrapped location, and I put it here instead.
Oh yeah, good reuse of assets. There you go.
But yeah. Anything else?
Nope, I'm pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna hit the stop record button
All right,
now.
there you go.